Hey Gemini, this is your reading and channeled messages for mid-October 2020. This could resonate for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So I have some channeled messages here for you that I got when I was tapping into your energy earlier, Gemini, and I'll go ahead and start with those. So the first thing I heard was practicing a speech. And then the next message that I got was blaming the other for wrongdoing in an outcome that transpired over the past week. So I'm taking that to mean that that was this past week. So it is Friday today, October 16th. So you can just think back about what happened and know that if you did have some kind of situation like this that this is reminding you of, then this is what that is in reference to. So then the next thing I heard, Gemini, was weekend plans remain for now. So maybe you got like in a fight or an argument with someone, and there is some blaming going on, and you're kind of wondering, like, are we still on for this weekend? So it seems like for now, yes, the plans are still in place. And then I heard travesty about the repercussions of mismanagement. So that seems like a very dramatic way of saying that, like, the current state of someone's job, or like the state of the management, or like what somebody did about poor management, maybe like somebody didn't get the repercussion that they deserved, or it could resonate the other way where maybe the repercussions were too harsh. And then the last thing I heard, Gemini, was ranking in the top 5. So I have no idea what the top 5 is, but I'm sure if this is your message, you will know, and that sounds very exciting. So, Gemini, let's do some cards and see what your general energy is for the last few weeks of October. So we have the mirror reversed. We have the bridge almost reversed, but we'll just call it sideways. And the sustainer upright. So I'm just going to think about this for a second, Gemini. Well, so there could be some of you out there, Gemini, who are resonating with some kind of mirroring effect that you feel like is going on between you and another person. Or it could be that you feel like there's some kind of mirroring effect that's going on between you and like the general collective consciousness. A lot of us who identify as energetically sensitive or psychic or something like that right now are going to be experiencing just like a lot of input or a lot of feedback from just all the energy that is out there. Sometimes you may notice that an environment may feel like more open. Let's say if you go like to the mountains somewhere and you're hiking and you're in nature, you may feel that the atmosphere literally feels like lighter. It isn't literally, but in a energetic sense, it just feels like there's not so much going on there, like there's radio waves that aren't there, you could say. And then when you go into the middle of like New York City, you would notice that there's like a lot of energy there, and you kind of can almost feel it touching you like in a physical way. So you could just be kind of dealing with some of those sensations right now, or like I said, you could feel like you're resonating with some kind of story about mirrored souls, or even twin flames, or something like that. And it is in the reverse, so I'm just getting that this mirroring, whatever it is, may be causing you some discomfort. It's not that it's inherently bad or negative, it's just kind of, like I said, it's just kind of uncomfortable. But it also does look like sort of a portal here, too, So you could be resonating with that as well. But so these uncomfortable feelings or this mirroring effect actually seems to be like a rainbow bridge to another person or to the collective or to another part of yourself or your soul that leads to the sustainer. So it could also be, like, so this is a part of yourself that you're really experiencing heavily, and the sustainer you feel like you really aren't, right? You're kind of, there's just like a lot of heavy energy or something like that, or just a lot of energy in general, and so it doesn't make you feel like you have a lot of energetic space left over. So, but through this process that you're going through in the end of October, it actually does seem that you have everything you need to create everything that you want, to have everything you want. And also, it's kind of the feeling of creating something out of nothing or creating something out of basics. So maybe this whole process is going to get you more in touch with your basic needs or your base self or your base chakra or your stability. So while it might seem, like something else right now, or it might seem intense right now, I think this is going to lead to a really powerful outcome for you in a new kind of something. And also you can see that there's a lot of purple imagery here and a lot of blue imagery here. So this can be really centered in maybe your upper chakras. So your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra, I'm seeing becoming really open. And perhaps through whatever this is with the mirror, this is like a repair or upgrade that's happening to your upper chakras or to your rainbow light body. So that's what I have for your general energy, Gemini. And let's just take a quick look at your career in the end of October. So great, we have rewards in number 35, which is abundance, bounty, and sharing, and it was in the upright. And we have a number 37, serenity, compassion, acceptance, and contentment, also in the upright. So this looks really great for you in your career, Gemini. You've worked hard for some rewards. Maybe you've waited a long time for them, or you've waited like a season for them. And the reason that I say that is because this bear has berries here that it can eat. And so that's really symbolic of a certain time of year, which actually would be kind of around this time in certain areas, and especially in certain areas that might have bears. And then with serenity, these rewards, it seems like are appropriate compensation for whatever work it is that you're doing or work that you have put in. Like you are very relaxed and, just content with the way this is turning out, in conjunction with your general energy that we just got about, abundance and having all the things you need with the sustainer. So perhaps you didn't feel like the sustainer because maybe you hadn't yet received your just rewards or financial rewards for the work you have been doing. But so that would make sense in the coming 2 weeks that you're going to get these rewards in payment or promotion or something like that. And then you will transition to this place of being the sustainer. And it could be maybe just for yourself, but I also sense that for some Geminis, you also may become the sustainer for other people. So that is really, really great. And I do see that this maybe could be like getting a job, or it could be getting a promotion, because acceptance, and I mean, classically, we could say acceptance in the way that I'm, accepting a circumstance, but I'm really, because of the nature of this reading, it feels to me like accepting a position or something like that, or accepting the raise, etc., etc. So that's what I have for your work in the last few weeks of October, Gemini. That seems wonderful. Early congratulations to you. So let's see what is going on in your love life then. So again, this will be your love life for the next few weeks in the end of October. So we have the Three of Swords reversed. So that's actually good. Perhaps there was a time in the past, Gemini, where you were heartbroken. Could have had to do with a third party situation, but in any event, it was just heartbreak that happened, and who knows how long ago. But what's important is that in the last few weeks of October, it looks like you are going to be healing from any remainder of heartbreak that you may have from that previous situation. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else Spirit would like to share with you about your love life. And I'm going to shuffle just a few more times. Okay, so up here we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Chariot, and they were just kind of sideways. So, and then down here we have the Page of Wands reversed and the Four of Swords upright. So you might be kind of hesitating on healing from this heartbreak, or being the Queen of Swords in this situation, and like, letting this go, cutting this guy loose, because you may be sensing or feeling that there is a chance for repair at this, or that he might come back or make things right. But you're kind of just thinking about it. You're like, should I cut him off? Should I not cut him off? Like, should I just accept that this was a heartbreaking situation, even though, like I said, I think it happened in the past, but I mean, take it however it resonates. You might just being like, is this really it? Like, that's how it's going to end, and just waiting, just giving him a chance to make sure. So like I said, they were just sideways. So maybe you feel the person approaching, but I don't know that he has really given you an idea either way. He could be like kind of keeping you hanging on in that way too. I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he really hasn't made a decision, or maybe he doesn't know that you're waiting, but the Chariot just gives me the feeling like that he does. So you, again, what's giving me this kind of idea here is that, well, if you were to just Queen of Swords this guy out of your life, or this situation, just forgive it and let it go, just accept it as a heartbreak, then you might be inclined to be the Page of Wands in the upright, and like shoot your shot somewhere else, try to go out with somebody else. It's just very free, she's like, doesn't care who's watching her. She's beautiful and animated and attractive. But you're kind of like holding back on that because you're in reverse. So you're like, yeah, I could do that, but I'm still kind of just holding out, just waiting to see what's going to happen. But really what this holding out is like, you're outgrowing this situation. It's kind of becoming entrapping here in the Four of Swords. Like, this person's outgrown this nest, and also the nest is just becoming a little dangerous. There's pokey things coming out, and she's kind of becoming part of the nest, staying at home, maybe kind of just waiting around. So that's what I have for you in your love situation, Gemini. I think it's kind of left open-ended like this because you will know if this is your situation, and you will know what to do, which is probably like, just forget about this guy, because the Page of Wands looks like so much more fun. So thanks a bunch for watching, Gemini, and I'll talk to you again soon.